Gemini. I'm going to have to look again for Gemini. I like to look at each sign before reading. Third sign, originating from constellation Gemini, under tropical zodiac. Sun transits the sign between May 21st, June 21st. Gemini is represented by the twins Castor and Pollux. Pollux is the biggest star, like, of them all. And Gemini will be quick to tell you all about themselves. That's because they love to talk, not just idle chatter with folks. Driving force behind a Gemini's convo is their mind. That's very true. All right, so let's look into what the gems are going through. I call Geminis the gems because, like, each sign I believe is very important to the balance of life, and Gemini makes it what it is, thanks to them and their witty behavior, I guess. I don't know too many Geminis, but let's see here. All right. Tell me what is going on with gems for the month of July 2018. Okay, this is probably going to be my final reading for today. I'm trying to do 4 per day so I can get these uploaded. But I'll check if I have more time. I'll do more and just finish them off. It's just very time consuming to do these, you know. So, Gemini, please tell me what's going on. Gemini for the month of July 2018. Thank you. I hope I've been doing this spread right, because I have. I know you gotta put the card in the center facing up, and then the second card next to it facing sideways, third card right above the first card, and then in a clockwise direction from there to the 6th card, and the 7th card in its own line up to the 10th card. That's the Celtic cross spread I'm doing. Present, immediate future influence, goals or fears, distant past, recent past, future situation, questioner, present environment, internal situation, and final outcome. And that's the order I've been doing it. You can refer to my Cancer reading for info about all of these horoscopes. I keep saying it over and over again. I'm going to say it over and over again so you get confirmed what is going on this vlog channel and these readings from here on out. Okay, so right now you're very disrupted by something. Something just knocked you off course. You're finishing something off. You just finished with something and you're moving on to another side. Oh my god, I've been getting so many emails. It's funny, I'll get like no messages unless I'm filming. You're a bit off balance right now for some reason. I don't know too much. That's why I have to look into the other cards so they connect and click with me. You want everything right now. You want to be the queen or king that you feel you deserve to be. I almost feel like you kind of just are pooped or you gave up something or you just want to relax now. You just want to chill. Again, you got done with something and now you just want to relax for the summer. You just want to go out, go on vacation. You just like, it's almost like you're like, what else bad could happen? Like you're almost fed up. You're like, let me just live. Let me just chill. Live my life. Screw other people. You're very fearful. But almost in a careless manner. Like you still continue to do actions that may cause harm to you long term. But you're almost wanting to rebel. King of Swords. This is your goals or fears. In reverse. I almost feel like you're... this is a very difficult reading. You're cataclysmic and you just... Will it harm you short term? No. Long term, yes. Whatever you're doing now, like... It's not worth it. I need to read into more cards to see what this is because I have no idea. Yeah. I almost feel like before you had someone that just like didn't put in the time for you, the effort. They were just as careless as you pretty much are now. Like you, it's funny that our past relationships influence us so much because you're literally becoming like them. And you're almost like whatever happens, happens at this point, just to make it clear, like, you wanted a kid. You know, you wanted a house with animals. Money was never really, like, it was always a little loopy. But it still came, you know. You never, like, struggled too much. You always found your way somehow. This is kind of funny that I'm seeing this. Yeah. There was someone that just, like, took you off course, your balance. Like, I feel like you're dealing with a lot of, maybe lawyer issues or something with, like, lawyer, government. It's like a high position card. Seven of Wands in reverse. On behalf of someone or I almost feel like this person just took you off of balance. I almost feel like this person's ungrateful for what you did, or this is a very difficult reading again because I have to look into a lot of you. You just pooped. You wasted your time. You just feel... Yeah, you're pooped. You're in a meditative state. You're just like... Right now you're living just to live. Every time I think of this, I think of... like, imagine seeing, like, a bacteria under the microscope. That bacteria barely has a brain. That bacteria is living just to exist and be a bacteria. It doesn't know what it is. It doesn't know what it's doing. It just is. Like, that's you right now. You just are. And this is kind of what you were seeking for all along. You just wanted to be. You wanted to live. To exist. To be one with nature, so to speak. One with yourself. You care about yourself. You focus of yourself a lot. You think of yourself a lot. And in that matter, you take care of yourself. But, I don't think you're going to go through much in July. You just got rid of something or you just got done with something and now you're just rest. Rest. Now is the time to rest. That's the best advice I can give. Rest. because you're going to need it. You have a whole nother year waiting for you after some time of rest, and you need to rest. I think you set yourself up for failure. You set yourself up to do too much. Right now you just need to exist. This is like the most beautiful thing, because like it's like a sigh of relief to have a reading like this, because you don't need to worry about much. You don't need to do much. You kind of just secured something for yourself, even financially, let's say, and you're just like, I'm gonna vacation, I can rest, I can be at ease now. Yeah, you're gonna want to go out and do things. You're gonna get bored some days. Be mindful. Don't go back to meeting some person who will end up being... Okay? Aw, maybe you're crying a lot now. I see a lot of tears. You're just crying and crying. You're like, why me? Why did this have to happen? Oh, I just feel like, not now, but I just feel like you had one whole day just to cry. All you did was cry, like one day. Oh, Gemini. You may feel a little dark and heavy, but in my heart, I'm not seeing dark and heaviness in this reading. It's pretty uplifting. You'll find your way. Just the most beautiful thing a Gemini can do is sit out and let the environment bring you in back to your peace. You know, to where you don't have to think so hard, because you guys can be thinkers too, you Geminis. You're like an earth sign, like a Virgo Taurus in that way, where you think a lot. It's funny because I keep seeing like a new place. You're gonna go somewhere, you're gonna travel somewhere. I don't know where it is, but it's far as hell. And you're almost like, I keep seeing middle, something mid. You're at a transition point. You're like literally floating in space now. You're just existing. And I think there's nothing more neutral and healing about that than to just be in the middle of space and time. As soon as I said that, I saw a crow like pop out right between the trees in the forest. Mystery. That crow means mystery. Life's mysteries. The unknown. And I remember when I've had days of this, it was the most uncomfortable for me, because I like to know what's going to happen in the future, but beautiful at the same time, because you don't know, like, you don't know what could be tomorrow. It's just so mysterious. Final result, Queen of Swords. You'll get yourself back. There's the queen you were looking for. I just said queen in the beginning. You want to be treated like a queen. Queen energy, king or queen. You're back to your fiery self, your path. Even though you're an air sign, I'm seeing quite a lot of earth and flame influence. And water. You're just a balance. You're a balance. It's funny. You're holding a chopped head. A man. You just got done with someone or something. You're like done with him, done with it. You're gonna end up deciding, like, after all this, just to get rid of him and move on. And you're gonna find that's the best decision you can do, is just to get rid of this person or move on. And you got your fire back after doing that. And you know what? I'm seeing the kid again. You're a kid at heart. The kid is right next to your heart chakra. You're gonna find your child self again, and that's the most beautiful thing you can do for yourself. And again, healing. It's almost like you're coming back to your past self and finally to who you truly were. You kind of got lost along the way with some of these people. Maybe you were meeting some men or some women, depends on your sexual preference. But these men, women, they're not the answer. Sometimes it's better to live by yourself or be by yourself. I know it can be lonely, but like in that time, you do the most healing. When you don't think about these people, when you know, and it's hard. It's going to be a challenge, but you got to fight the demon. That is your answer. You have to find your true self. And travel. You have to travel this summer. Money or not. Pull out a credit. Travel. Go far. Somewhere far. No people around to date. Go somewhere far. Don't even go there with the intention of dating or finding someone. If that happens because that's your God-given right. But don't go and do the things you were doing the past few years that brought you back to harm. Because here's the best advice I can give you, Gemini. I'm going to give it to you straight. Where were you 5 years ago? Far past, but not too far. 4 or 5 years ago. Were you happy? Were you at peace? You just got out of something you were dealing with, maybe a relationship or I'm trying not to swear, mean boss or someone over your head breathing down your neck, and you're like, shut up! Get out of my face! And you got out of it and you got yourself back. You want to be back to that person. Something's telling me, go back to your past a little bit. And I feel like you needed this change to push you to progress and do other things to improve your life. But do you need to try too hard? No. Because you're blocking the blessing. Right now is the ideal time for you because you have your normal flow coming in. Whatever that means for you, money or normal daily life, your daily bread, You're still going to wake up in the morning. You're still going to have your tea, your coffee, your slice of toast with some butter or jam. You're still going to have your lunch. You're still going to have your dinner, your pasta. You're still going to have your ice cream once in a while. You're still going to sit, watch a movie. Life may be boring and routine in that way, and a Gemini likes change. They like, oh, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this. But this is meant to happen now. So that you can learn to be at peace with yourself. Love being with yourself, being alone with yourself. Look in a mirror. Find what's beautiful about you. Find what you like being of yourself. Spend some time with yourself. I feel like you're around a lot of people. Even if you are by yourself a lot, you're around a lot of people often, more than others. Whether you go out or you're at work or school or dating, you need time for yourself to not only heal, to be, to exist, to let your body calm down and rest after all the stress you've put yourself through, but to learn to enjoy spending time with yourself. Because who better spend time with than yourself? People have let you down. People have disappointed you. Who's the one entity that cannot? You. And I feel like you've been letting yourself down and almost like losing people or putting yourself in the dirt purposely to sabotage, to rebel, okay? And you got to be happy with being alone. Don't be fearful of being alone. There's something in your past where you got afraid of being alone and it almost like scarred you in a way. You have your stuff figured out. You're going through something new and a shift and a change. Let go of toxic people. Anyone who's sitting on the couch blabbering at you all day in a bad mood. Ugh! Nothing worse than that, right, Gemini? You don't deserve that. You deserve better. And I hope this helped reach out to some of you. Okay? You're a positive person. Focus on that. Don't become in the soil. Don't lose people again because you're surrounded by that, and you're it's almost like you want people just to dump your frustrations on. That's okay to do once in a while, but I feel like, why is it that you want a relationship? Why is it you want friendship with someone? What's your intent? Is it just to relieve stress and dump? And have someone to talk to? Or is it a higher purpose? Find your higher purpose for building relationships with people, and there's your answer. And you're going to find that answer by being by yourself and existing. And when you do, the answer comes. Take care.